This is The Post Up with DJ Tracy Treats. I'm running my mouth on everything hot in sports, news, drama, and whatever is blowing up the timeline. Let's get into it. Welcome back to a brand new episode of The Post Up. You already know me. I go by the name of DJ Tracy Treats, and I say posted up right here, running my mouth about sports. Women's basketball fans, we are in week 15. March Madness is creeping up on us. This year has flown past. January was as long as last year. But boy, are we headed into March Madness very, very quickly. And before I start today's episode, I want y'all to follow me on Twitch at DJ Tracy Treats. Same username at DJ TRICEY. Reason being, I am going to do a streamathon on Twitch. I want you to join me there because we can watch the games. Listen, we can watch the games. You can watch me live react. We are going to have a good time. What I have learned from doing a lot of my Unrivaled coverage and y'all listening to me in the podcast forum for Unrivaled is that y'all really like interacting in real time. So I'm going to meet you on the platform. Shouts out to all of y'all who have been watching me on YouTube, holding it down during the Unrivaled stream today. We had like 250 people deep talking about that 1v1 tournament. I want to bring that same magic to the women's basketball front for March Madness. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you follow all my platforms. And of course, I will keep you locked in right here on the podcast. Let's jump right into week 15 updates, y'all. First and foremost, I'm going to start this episode like I've started every episode about women's basketball, NCAA basketball so far. Who is going to be UConn? Who is going to be UConn? Sarah Strong, Azzi, Fudd, and gang have been leading the teams, and I just don't see a place where they're getting beat so far. Y'all told me that Michigan could take them down to the wire. I don't know. Michigan is not looking like a team that can beat some of the other top 10 teams. So for now, UConn is sitting at 25-0, undisputed first seed for the tournament so far here. So I don't even need to click into there to tell you who beat them and who got beat and all that kind of crap, because UConn has been doing their thing. Let's move on to number 2, who's been at number 2 staying flat for probably 5 weeks now, is the UCLA Bruins. I told y'all if this is going to be the year for UCLA, it's going to be this year. I don't know how they're going to stack up in them brackets and how they're going to perform in the tournament, but those girls are keeping it strong. The Bruins are marching on. Let's click in and see who they played this week for their matchup. They beat Michigan and Michigan State. It was close. That Michigan game was 69-66. That's pretty close. That Michigan team, I see what y'all talking about. They can compete. I just don't see them closing the games and doing the things that they need to do. Almost doesn't count. What Brandy say? Okay, we cannot be looking in the land of possibilities and maybes on a Michigan team, but it looks good on their record that they were that close, just within 3 points of beating the number 2 team. The next team that UCLA beat was Michigan State. We're getting deeper into the Big Ten here. They beat Michigan State 86-63. Their normal around 20-point deficit where they actually are beating teams. So Nepis, Lauren Betts, Gabriela Jaquez, they've been doing their thing and holding it down for the Bruins. Now in third place, we got the South Carolina gang. They just had a big game against LSU. They got their big game against LSU coming up on Valentine's Day. I don't think LSU is going to do how they all been doing, but they did beat the Tennessee squad 93-50. And the Tennessee coach very virally got on there and said they look like they had a whole lot of quit in them. Don Staley said, girl, I don't think you should have said that on the microphone. Everybody in the comments is saying that the team does not believe in her. Like I said on last week's episode, there were some comments that said she got that whole team together and signed all them players and now she's scared of them. That might be a thing because Tennessee shouldn't be losing by that big of a deficit in the legendary program that they are. Pat Summitt did a really good job at building that program up and setting the Tennessee standard. And the Lady Vols have just not been keeping up with the crew there. But I'm excited to see the LSU South Carolina game on 2/4. I won't be live streaming or anything. I'm taking that weekend off. Okay? Everybody need a weekend off every now and then. And we getting into the deeper sports time, and I'm getting a little bit burnt out. So I thank y'all for listening and doing the thing and following me along here. But I will be taking this upcoming weekend off. Number 4, let's go to Texas. This is a team that I've really enjoyed watching. Rory Harmon, so many steals. So many steals in that LSU. Stole every single chance that they had to come back. Rory Harmon did her thing. Okay, she is a guard to be reckoned with. They just recently played Kentucky, and they beat Kentucky 64-53. They got Vanderbilt coming up tomorrow. So I'm excited to see how they stack up against Vandy. Vandy is a number 5 team who's been upsetting some folks. But my prediction, they are going to hold their own. That Texas squad, if they are having a good game, Madison Booker and all of them, listen, they are going to roll right over their competition. Vanderbilt has moved up 2 spots and is now the number 5 ranked team. Why did they move up, Trees? They have beat Florida, Kentucky, and Oklahoma in a row. Kentucky and Oklahoma were ranked teams. They beat that Oklahoma team by 20 points. Now, this Vanderbilt team and Michaela Blakes and all of them, I think they are going to go deeper into the tournament. They are definitely doing their thing. And I look forward to seeing them play. I'm not sure how deep they're going to get in because it's really anybody's game once you get in the tournament, but they are putting up some major points. Michaela Blakes is averaging 26 points per game. She is shooting 46%. So that's a leader. That's a leader, and we are looking forward to seeing her play more in the tournament. Number 6, LSU down 1 spot. Excuse me. As they deserve to be. They got beat by Texas 77-64. And all the LSU fans, after I made my reaction video saying they owe me an apology, were saying, are you forgetting we beat Texas earlier in the season? My response to that is, I don't care. You need to win when it matters, and winning closer to the tournament absolutely matters, y'all. LSU is going to need to step it up. They just won against Auburn 77-44, but Auburn is unranked. That Valentine's Day against South Carolina will really tell if they are a team to beat, as well as they got Ole Miss. Now, don't let Ole Miss fool you. They are ranked 14, and they playing them on 219, but LSU might have some trouble. Them turnovers, they ain't been really doing what they needed to do. Flau'jae is averaging 13 points per game. Malaysia Fawali is shooting 47% from the field, but she's also got some turnover issues. The whole team has turnover issues. That's really going to be a make or break for them leading up to the tourney. Moving on to number 7, that's that Michigan team that we talked about. They are up 1 spot, even though they just took a L. They lost against UCLA, but they beat Nebraska, Michigan State, Indiana, USC, and Rutgers all in a row. That team is playing exceptionally well, and I do expect for them to beat the Northwestern team coming up 2-12, which is tomorrow, and 2-15 they play in Michigan State. They might give them a run for their money. That is a known rivalry, Michigan versus Michigan State. So we will see if they can hold their own in the Big Ten there. Moving on to number 8, that is Ohio State up 1 spot. Why are they up 1 spot? They beat Oregon, Washington, Nebraska, and Wisconsin all in a row. They got Maryland, Minnesota, and then USC. USC team might give them a run for their money. So might that Maryland team, but we won't know. If they keep playing well, I think they're going to stay right where they at in the rankings, which is still great seeding for the tournament. Moving on, number 9, Louisville. Man, what a fall from grace. But I told y'all a couple episodes ago, I didn't believe that team would continue to make it. They got beat by Duke. By only 1 point, though. They did go on to beat Syracuse. They got Wake Forest, Florida State, and Virginia. Not really a bunch of ranked teams left. Actually, they got 0 ranked teams left. So that really is going to make the difference for how they are seeded in the tournament. You know, what teams did you beat that actually matter in the grand scheme of things? And Louisville, they're not really keeping up at a 22-4 kind of ranking. Next up, you got that Oklahoma team, the Sooners. They have moved up 1 spot, even though They just dropped a game against Vanderbilt and they dropped a game against Texas. Going forward, they got Florida, Alabama, Georgia, and that Tennessee team that's ranked 22 that they might be able to get a win for. So if they can win out, they really can continue to perform in the ways that they have. Y'all, when I say that this is going to be one of the most exciting tournaments, this is going to be one of the most exciting tournaments, only because I am predicting there will be so many upsets. As soon as the bracket is released, I will be posting my bracket again. On those big games, I will be scheduling live streams. I'll be streaming on YouTube and Twitch, but I really want you to lock in, tap in with me on Twitch if you on there. If you on YouTube, that's cool. All the chats will be unified, so you'll be able to see what everybody else is saying, and I will be responding live. But it's almost time for that big dance. It's almost time for that big dance. The NBA All-Star Weekend is this weekend in LA, and I will be out of town. I'm going to beat the traffic. I am going to take a break from being on this microphone and running my mouth about sports. But y'all already know, your girl got you on all the biggest moments in women's basketball. But things are looking steady on this side. We haven't seen too much of a shakeup, but that does not mean that you don't need to be tapped in. This March Madness is exactly what it says, March Madness. February is dwindling away, y'all. You want to stay locked in, catch some games if you can. I'm going to be prepping for that March Madness stream. We're rewatching some games here on Twitch, just catching up, getting my feel for everybody so I can make the most accurate predictions. Join me at DJ Tracy Treats. As always, the people who are listening audio, I appreciate you. Please share this podcast with your friends and family. I need more audio listens. I want to grow my audio listens. I want to make sure you tapped in your earbuds. The Revolt Podcast Network is still distributing my audio, so thanks and shouts out to them. Make sure y'all stay tapped in right here on my YouTube channel. If you're watching me in video or if you're listening to me in audio, make sure you hit that follow button so you can stay on top of me running my mouth about sports. I got some crazy unrivaled news coming up. Angel Reese just said she's back. The 1v1 tournament is back. If you are looking for those 1v1 games and some commentary, I will be on my YouTube. Look for me on there at DJ Tracy Treats. And as always, stay tapped in with me on social media at DJ Tracy Treats. That's at DJ TRICEY. I look forward to you tapping in, talking NCAA basketball with me next week. And until then, I will be right here, posted up, running my mouth about sports. All right, that's a wrap on the post up. I ran my mouth, said what I said, and now it's your turn. Drop a comment, share it, and come back tomorrow, because I'm not done talking. And make sure you follow me on social media at DJ Tracy Treats. That's at DJ TRICEY. I'll be posted up here, y'all.